Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Hendrickson, the chiropractor and owner at Crystal Grove Chiropractic in Lutz, Florida. And today I want to explain how we can help treat low back pain, neck pain, tension headaches, migraines, numbness, tingling down your arms, legs, like sciatic symptoms, and how compression relates to that. In a prior video, I explained what spinal compression is and what it can lead to, and I'll quickly recap that. But spinal compression is essentially gravity pulling down on our spine, which naturally happens just from being alive, but it can get exacerbated, or we can increase those compressive forces on our body by having poor posture, scrunching everything together. But as chiropractors, what we can do, or at least what we do here at Crystal Grove Chiropractic, is to decrease the compressive forces on the spine. We do spinal adjustments. We can adjust the vertebra and open them up and get them to function better. So when we do spinal adjustments, we are able to get the vertebra to move better and decompress so that things function better. But also we can use spinal decompression tables, which really traction out the spine. So for instance, if we have this model here, which has quite a bit of arthritis, and notice how it doesn't have as much space as the prior model, like in the joints. It's harder for them to move. The spinal decompression tables can really traction and open up the joints like that. And look at that, that allows a lot more joint space, which is how a healthier spine would move. So even though you have arthritis and changes like this, if we can decompress that spine, we can really open things up so they can move better, because compression, what it does, spinal compression, it decreases the space in the joints by literally squishing things together. So if we stretch and open those joints up and really expand things, we can move a lot better and feel a lot better. And then we do the spinal adjustments to those vertebrae, and we get the function of them to move better, which also adds more decompression into the spine. So generally what we'll do is we'll start someone on a spinal traction or a spinal decompression table, and then that therapy takes about 10, 12, sometimes 15 minutes, depending on the severity of the case. And then we'll bring them into the treatment room and we'll do a spinal adjustment to help with the function of the spine, and not just stretch it and open up the joints, but it opens up the joints further, but then allows the joints to move better. So if you or anyone that you know is having neck pain, back pain, migraines, headaches, nerve symptoms, sciatica, or honestly any joint pain, elbow pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, ankle pain, because a lot of the joints, it works the same way for most of your joints, your extremities, your hips. If you or anyone you know is having those, please reach out and ask us what we can do. Most of the time, we do have solutions that can help you get back to a more optimal state of health.